I really don't think anyone could have done it but that dreadful man, Keynes. There's no telling what went on between him and the victim. Perhaps he simply took a disliking to him. He's certainly the type. But whatever the sordid details it was, he stabbed the poor man to death. And then he had his dog dispose of the body. That was...
Oh, I thought that was it.
Nope. That simply has to be what happened. The victim, Mr. Knight, yes. I did him the most terrible disservice.
Yes. You killed him.
I suppose you could put it that way. Jeez. If I weren't such a sorry excuse for a warden, this would never have happened. And that's why I have to clean up this terrible mess. Warden LeGard, as ever, your honesty is truly to your credit. I am certain Mr. Knight is looking down and weeping tears of gratitude.
You've clearly never met Mr. Knight.
Fuck you and fuck you! I mean, fuck you.
Yeah, that's what it is, yeah. I really don't think anyone could have done it, but that dreadful McKean. You seem very confident in your assertion. Why is that?
Because all of the other children in my little home are absolute sweethearts. They have faith in themselves and in one another. They have faith in the gods. The gods. In me.
La God.
And they work hard every day to better themselves. None of them would dare commit murder.
That's a very touching reason indeed.
Everybody in here is convicted of murder.
And I don't believe a word of it. I don't think so. Maybe.
But Canis... Oh, he's rotten to the core. He's the one who would do something like that.
There's no telling what went on between him and the victim.
Hold it! Wrong!
Knight was being
they played chess.
Oh, piss! I lost my spot. Knight was being kept in a holding cell while Mr. Canis was in the prison proper.
I thought you just beat us.
Yep. Again, what could possibly have happened between them when they were at opposite ends of the facility?
Prisons aren't as big as they seem, you know. All kinds of awful things can happen.
But Knight only arrived 2 days before he was murdered. I can't imagine anything significant happening in that short space of time.
Then you don't know Canis, my dear. He'd find a way, I'm sure of it.
Perhaps he simply took a disliking to him. He's certainly the type. How could he take a disliking to somebody all the way over in the holding cells?
Oh, I'm just plucking possibilities out of the air, darling. As I said, there's no telling what really went on between them. You're so awfully serious, aren't you? Not that I mind, of course.
Why is she looking at me like that?
So knowing, so dashing in that marvelous suit, so clean. I can feel myself becoming your biggest fan, darling. I really can. So, stay with me, Mr. Edgeworth.
I wasn't prepared for that mental onslaught. But whatever the sort of details, it was him. He stabbed the poor man to death. What more can you tell us about those sordid details?
Well, we all know what Canis once did for a living. I doubt the killing part gave him much trouble, especially as the victim was already injured. His neck, injured? It was instantaneous. He was...
Well, I mean the previous injury that he already had.
Nah.
Okay.
Couldn't turn his head to the right, poor dear. That's what they told me when they brought him in anyway.
They must make some sort of report for the warden when new prisoners are admitted. You seem keen to us, for us to think you didn't know much about Knight. Ah!
That's because I didn't sweat it. And the victim was simply a fun target to that monster. Nothing more. I expect Canis to use the chisel that was hidden in the chest cell. Would you? Awful grisly business. Just imagine, the man probably didn't even have time to cry out.
I see. Thank you for your thoughts. They were very helpful. Actually, I'd like to hear about them in a little more detail, if you don't mind.
Oh, Mr. Edgewood, you're making me blush. I could chat with you all day. Is it gonna be the fact that it's nights? Yes, sir.
Oh, that's you.
Oh, don't look so nervous, darling. I'm only teasing you, of course. Of course we can. Talk about them some more. I expect Canis used the chisel that was hidden in that chest set. Don't you?
Hold it! And which chest set would that be, precisely?
Why, the one the victim brought in, sweetie. Do try to keep up. The victim was a certified chess fanatic, or so I'm led to believe. But the naughty boy. Naughty, naughty. A chisel inside it, can you imagine?
How does she know about the chisel and the chess set? Only a few people were supposed to know about that. After all, we only learned about it thanks to a certain deductions we made. So, how did she find out?
Of course, in the hands of a killer like Canis. Even a chisel could serve as a...
Would have been easy work for that vile assassin. You seem to have very strong feelings about Mr. Canis.
Let's see the evidence. Yep.
Chisel. I'd hit a chisel here to prevent it from being found by the prison staff. The body, right here. Let's get the sweet scent. Doors, nobody could go in and out other than Frank saw it. Don't care. Prison roll call. 3 times a day, 7 a.m., noon, and 9 p.m. Victim's body had not been found at the time of the 7 a.m. roll call.
By Canis.
Just diagram right here that Knight was playing against Canis. The security gates, they didn't check the detention center gates for like the items. They didn't check that. We got the.
I wonder if that's gonna be another thing they didn't check. She shouldn't.
You're right, but you don't present the detective.
Do you present the chisel?
Yeah. Not this chisel.
Well, of course I do. I told you that. He said to me. What he said to me. And what an absolute menace he was to interrogate. He could slither out of anything, the snake. Sounds as tough as a rock. And that infuriating, self-satisfied look on his face when they took him back to his cell. Ah, my blood boils just thinking about it.
I certainly don't blame you on that count. And then he had his dog to dispose of the body. That simply has to be what happened. Surely you're not suggesting that the dog threw the body down the well?
I told you already, darling. Canis has more than dogs. More dogs than that beastly. Remember, he has pets on the outside too.
You mean he brought someone in from outside to the prison to help him commit the crime?
Of course not, silly. How would they have made it be secure? But he's the so-called fixer, you know? Exercise that fabulous brain of yours. How hard would it be for him to recruit a dog on the inside? Or even plant one?
Interesting. And does this dog have a name?
Well, if I knew that, my life would have been much easier, wouldn't it? It was night, Bronco night. Anyway, it was just a little thought. You can ponder it in your own sweet time, darling.
She's a slippery one. I'm not going to be able to catch her with this line of questioning, it seems. What in regards to testimony is a little more than a house of cards. I just need to push you on the right statement to bring it all tumbling down. I gotta sneeze. Don't. What in the card?
Pineapple!
It's gone. You strike me as being more careful than the image you'll project.
That sneeze, I think, went to your brain.
You strike me as being more careful than the image you project suggests.
Oh, Mr. Edgewood, please call me Fifi. Or sweetie pie, if you prefer.
However, I think you may have a little
the bag
less...
is like hanging out the reservoir on top.
little less careful in what, than you realize in this instance.
Aren't you just the most adorable little creature? Don't be embarrassed, we're all family here.
Get out of here! Get out! Get out!
Turn on browsing. Come on, Mr. Edward, don't let her get inside your head.
You said earlier that you didn't know much about Night. In which case, I find it rather strange that you know about the chisel.
Is that bucket empty? Can I vomit in it? Blech. Well, of course I do, darling. Do you think we don't check prisoners when they come in? Objection! He wasn't a prisoner.
You're not talking your way out of this, Warden. That is entirely irrelevant and you know it. Knight didn't bring the chess set into the prison himself. It was brought by Mr. Saint when he came to visit. Mr. Knight wouldn't have had it with him when he arrived.
Ha ha ha! What? I mean, of course that. When Mr. Saint came in, we... Objection! Nope, you already
him.
shit yourself.
I find that hard to believe. Because if you did, that makes your story all the stranger. If you found the chisel, why did you not confiscate it there and then? Joscaville, did you tell anyone about the hidden compartment in the chess set?
I did not.
If no one leaked our findings, then how exactly did you learn about the chisel, Warden the Guard? Because it certainly couldn't have been when you checked Knight or Mr. Saint on their arrival.
Indeed. Such a thing would imply an intentional oversight if it had been found, yet let through.
Precisely. So, Warden Lagarde, and answer truthfully this time. Where and when did you learn about the chess set? If you won't answer, then allow me. I submit that you...
Alright, darling. There's no need to rub it in. You got me, alright? I questioned Knight. That was when I learned about the chess set. But please, you have to believe me. I did not kill him. One moment, Warden. This is a significant development. The court requests that you make a detailed statement on the record. Any objections, Mr. Edward?
None, Your Honor.
Thank you, darling. Thank you, darlings. I'll clear this awful misunderstanding, I promise. Guilty of bestiality. Next. Very well. Go ahead, Warden Lagarde. And please tell the truth this time.
Her lies are stirring the wear thin. This is my chance to expose her.
I said I questioned her. Just drop all of the accent. I don't want to get to this quick. Come on. I said I questioned Knight, but it wasn't anything serious. You understand? I make a point of talking to every newcomer to our little home. Knight was no different. We just had a little chat, you might call it. Then I stabbed him in the neck. After we talked, I had him taken back to his cell straight away. And then I stabbed him in the neck again.
And again and again. The more she lies, the more thoroughly she seals her fate.
So it was simply a conversation with a new detainee. That seems entirely above board. Exactly, Verity, darling. I knew you'd understand. Objection!
Well, I don't. What proof do you have to back up your statement?
I suppose we shall see, won't we, Mr. Edgeworth? You may begin your cross-examination.
My truth.
My Garuba.
I said I questioned Knight, but it wasn't anything serious yet. So am I right in assuming that you talked to Knight the night before the show?
Exactly, darling. It would have been 3 a.m. on the 27th.
3 a.m. That falls squarely within the window of time laid out on the autopsy report. That seems rather late for a friendly chat. But may have been asleep.
Yeah, no, Sleep. Dead.
People sleep forever, yes.
Normally, yes. But if you remember, a guard was attacked in his cell. We had to examine the scene of the crime, gather information. These things take time, Slim. I assure you, he was wide awake. We all were.
Regardless, I find it somewhat odd that you would choose to question him at such a late hour.
Oh, you're such a tease. Anyway, no matter how odd you think it is, I had him brought to me. And that's what happened. Must you really inside telling you every time he does it, I'm gonna do it. I'm questioning every last thing I say. Sorry, Thieves. He's like a dog with a bone sometimes. I'll be sure to scold him once we're done. Though, would you mind giving us a little more info? Like, where you had him brought to? My office, of course. Where else?
The office. It is where we believe the body was moved from. Would you mind appending what you just said to your testimony?
Anything for you, darling. It was around 3 a.m. the night before the show. I had them bring him to my office.
Remind me of where your office is.
On the other side of that fit.
Oh.
You've seen the sign in the detention center corridor, I imagine. The one that says no entry? That's it, sweetie. My office is just up there, a short walk from the holding cell.
I understand that you also have access to the yard.
Why, of course. But of course. That's where my gorgeous little dungeon is. Oh, I see where you're going with this. You're saying that's how I moved the body.
You had the means and the opportunity. It's hardly impossible.
Overruled.
Fine.
Questioning life in the corner. Hardly impossible. Proves nothing. You have no evidence for this assertion.
There is no other way that the body could have been moved.
Overruled.
Surely you haven't forgotten that it was Mr. Saint who dropped Mr. Knight's body down there.
Yeah! What she said! You're miles off, Edgewood! I probably shouldn't push this any further for now. If I could put it technically to every newcomer in that little what did you and Knight speak about?
Oh, nothing much. Just some small talk, really. I asked him about what animals he liked, what his hobbies were.
His hobbies? I imagine you talked about chess.
Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, yes. I couldn't stop him talking about it. In fact, even had a piece of paper covered with little notes about it. At least I think that's what they were about.
So she's seen Knight's correspondence chess diagram. That was no different. We just had a little chat.
I slept.
How was he when you spoke with him?
Oh, he was so open and honest. That doesn't sound like Knight.
Yeah.
What? That guy? Honest? He was talking about one croissant and promoting a prawn. I suppose he must have been hungry.
On croissant and promoting a pawn. It seems he spared no one from his obsession with chess. And after we talked, I had him taken back to his cell straight away.
And we kissed!
If he had really gone back to his cell, why would you kiss him? He would still be alive today!
Because I sleep with all my prisoners. I'm the warden, I can do what I want.
Yeah.
You really think I murdered the poor man right there in my office, don't you? But man, what would my motive have been, Dog? I told you. I barely killed him. I'm no angel. I have my grudges against kings. But Knight had nothing to do with that animal. Well, I mean,
she really does hate Canis. What in the god? I must insist that you append that statement to your testimony.
he was playing chess against kings. You found that out. And you went, well, this would make sense to kill him. He's beating you at chess. But I would take it that Lagarde doesn't know chess.
That's not the issue.
I'm no angel. I have my grudges against Canis, but Knight had nothing to do with that.
You say that you bear a grudge against only Mr. Canis, is that correct?
No. I despise him coming into my prison. thinking he can do whatever he wants. But he won't get away with it. I'll clip his wicked wings if it's the last thing I do. That awful dog of his. It's a menace. Completely upended the peace and quiet of my home.
She even hates his dog. It seemed at first glance that she didn't have much of a motive to kill out at night. But she hates Canis so much that she probably hates anyone who has anything to do with her. Thinking about it from that angle, the key to breaking her testimony will surely reveal itself.
She likes to get to know all the peeps, huh? Pretty chummy prison lord, if you ask me.
Chummy? She killed the man, detective.
Poor guy would have been cuffs, not to mention the neck brace. He was defenseless.
What in the god was the murderer? The evidence points to that conclusion and no other. And what am I doing?
New pendant. There's two new pendant on this one?
There's this one, and then there's this one.
Okay,
And then there's this one.
I'm no angel. I have no my grudges against Canis, but Knight had nothing to do with that. Just show that he was playing chess with him.
Where is it? Where is it?
The model down there.
Oh, there it is. Judge Gambit, I would like you to take a look at this.
Notes about a game of chess. What is the significance of this, Mr. Edgeworth?
It was found in Knight's cell, which is exactly what you saw too, Warden Lagarde. But you didn't just see this game in Knight's cell, did you? You've seen it in Mr. Canis' cell too.
What do you mean?
Oh, come now. Don't tell me you haven't taken a look at the chessboard in maximum security. I imagine you watch his every move like a hawk. Or rather, I imagine you feel that doing so is your only option.
She wants to find out who his cronies are. She wants to find out who her cronies are, right?
Yep. Personally interrogating your own prisoners is highly irregular, to say the least. But as you said, Mr. Canis had threatened you. He put your precious home at risk. That's why you took it upon yourself to question him. You wanted to find out who his dogs were.
And so what if I did?
You also told us you read his letters, which means you must have known about one key fact. You knew he was playing correspondence chess.
Ah.
And then, who should appear but Knight, carrying with him a diagram of a very particular game. We ourselves used that diagram to infer a connection between the two men, and it seems you came to the same conclusion. But in your fear, you took your reasoning one step further. You surmised that Knight was Canis' henchman, sent to kill you.
Which is the real reason she had that chat with the Bronx. If his boss wouldn't crack, maybe he would.
And when you questioned Knight, you made another discovery. Although inside his chest set, you found a hidden chisel.
The murder weapon itself.
As far as you were concerned, that chisel meant one thing: Canis. Thus, you convinced yourself that Knight was working for Canis, and that is why you killed him! I see you have no more excuses. Judge Gambit, your verdict, please.
Much as it grieves me, there would appear to be little room for doubt. I hereby give my verdict. Bronco Knight was murdered by... In the name of the goddess of justice, who is it this time? Warden. It's a joke. It's all a big stupid joke. You people just don't get it, do you?
I think we've proven that it's you who didn't understand.
Let's check the angles.
It'll work. I think we have proven that it's you who didn't understand things correctly.
Me? Please, darling. I understand it all perfectly well, thank you very much. I understand that there is a glaring contradiction in your theory, Mr. Edgeworth.
You're just grasping at straws now. I have no time for this. Your Honor, the verdict?
I am curious to hear what the warden has to say.
What?
You're a doll, Verity.
You're a doll.
Yeah, Jack Nicholson coming out to play. You're a doll. Man, I'm just trying to live my life. You're a doll, Verity. I just have one last thing to say, then Mr. Edgeworth can declare himself the winner.
You rang? Huh? What?
Shut up, Eustace.
What happened?
Does anybody remember a certain autopsy report?
What you said, man?
Of course. We received the finalized version only this morning.
Okay.
That's right. And I was listening to what you told us about it. Verity, even if nobody else was. You said the wound was 4 inches deep. 4 inches.
Wait.
Riddle me this, Batman. How does a tiny chisel make a 4-inch wound? Forgive me, oh gods. I came perilously close to making a terrible mistake. Looks like your theory is the one that doesn't hold water, Mr. Edgeworth. What now? What do we do? It'll be fine. Mr. Edgeworth always comes through. Right, sir? Looks to me like the Nestrone.
What?
Milestrone.
The Milestron.
No.
Okay.
I'm the character, not the other way around.
Oh no!
I know
This is the first time I've seen these lines.
Out of commission. You're an attorney too, aren't you? Why don't you do something? Well, didn't Canis explain how it was chopped down?
And what was chopped down?
The chisel.
No. I mean, the chisel is as it is. It looks like this. I mean, does that look like 4 inches? Yes. No.
Let me see. Yeah.
Nope.
Turn things on their head with a desperate bluff. Blurt out the first mind-blowing thing that comes to me. Look, detective. I'm as much as a man of action as the next guy. Without evidence, we're up a creek without a paddle here. This might be the end of the road. We can't give up now. We have to do something.
I'm certain that Warden the Guard is the killer. It's the only explanation that fits the facts of the case. But if the chisel wasn't the murder weapon, what other bladed weapon is there in this facility?
My switchblade. It seems we still do not have all the answers, or the evidence to provide those answers. Is it gonna be like his knife that they confiscated when he got brought in?
Whose knife?
Canis's.
But where's that knife now?
And evidence. In the warden's office. In his room. In a dead body. Alas, we must wait until the trial to see this matter resolved, I'm afraid.
Objection!
Come on, G. You're just giving the killer a chance to destroy the evidence.
Overruled!
Are you calling the judicial process into question, Mr. Fender? Nope, not me. Nuh-uh. I tried, Miles. Any bright ideas?
What is the real murder weapon? This is clearly not the chisel. Confound it! This question throws everything we've deduced out the window.
Nothing to add, Mr. Edgeworth. Allow me to remind you that claims not supported by sufficient evidence are subject to the harshest penalties.
It's hopeless.
The knife and the alligator.
I can't think of anything. I need more time.
Did Allie swallow a knife?
That's what I am to admit it.
You can't give up now. Remember what Mr. Fender said. Simeon's counting on us. Without us, he's... Remember how upset he was? He was devastated. Oh, boo-hoo. Oh, that's K still. I thought it was...
That was me.
Thought it was him. Nobody's in more pain than him over Mr. Knight's death. There's no way he did it. If we can't save him, who will? Spider-Man? He's in New York.
It's all about the mitts.
About the mitts?
It's about the mitts.
Does Spider-Man wear mitts now?
Yeah, it's
Kingpin. It's not about the mitts anymore, Spider-Man. It's about the mitts.
about the mitts. I'm selling mitts now.
And what's more, he believes in us. He's sitting in the cell waiting for us to bring him some good news. And I, for one, won't walk away until we have some.
Okay.
Gee, Miles, your little buddy there is quite the motivational speaker. And she's right, too. When you find yourself on the ropes, think of your client. Picture them pleading with you to help them. Doesn't that make you want to fight back as hard as you can until the very end? Think of your old man, good old Gregor. No matter how bad things look, he'd always find a way to turn it around and save his until he got shot. And you're just like him, right? If there's any way to force a turnabout here, you're the one who will find it. Simeon's counting on you. Oh, so turnabout?
Turnabout. That's the final case of the series. Judge Gaville.
You seem to have recovered your composure, Mr. Edgeworth. But if you mean to attempt a defense, I would advise you to consider the ramifications. You have repeatedly proposed misguided theories and have made numerous false accusations. If you do so again, I will have no choice but to judge you unfit to serve as a prosecutor and relieve you of your badge.
She's right. I put forward a number of theories that proved to be flawed in one way or another. Have I made some sort of fundamental oversight? Wait. She said that my theories were misguided.
Nothing to say, and the court will tolerate no more of your time. I hereby, Sir! Mr. Edgeworth! Give my verdict.
That's it. I've been thinking about it the wrong way all of this time. My theories weren't misguided. I was being misled.
Objection! The defendant Simeon Saint.
I think it's a little soon for that, Your Honor.
I'd say it's well past due, darling. Wouldn't you agree, Verity? Mr. Edgeworth, you may proceed. What?
I'd like to remind you of a few things. The sighting of his dog, Helmut, the fact that he wasn't at the show, these and other factors made Mr. Canis the obvious suspect at first.
This again, Mr. Edgeworth. You seem almost proud of your plan. Hold it!
But what if the real killer wanted us to suspect Mr. Canis? What if it was all carefully arranged? And what if the same was true of the chisel, a purported murder weapon? Knight had been stabbed multiple times in the same place with a bladed instrument. What if he was stabbed with the chisel after the real murder weapon had been removed? Does it leave traces of blood on it for us to find? That was how the killer misled us into thinking the chisel is the murder weapon. But why mislead us in this way? Why indeed? Why make us think the chisel is the murder weapon rather than whatever was really used?
In order to get Canis trapped.
Pardon? You took advantage of what the chisel seemed to suggest.
To get Knight's dead body out of here. Get it out of here. What's it? Suggested? What are you talking about? Hold it!
Mr. Winter, if I were to tell you the murder weapon was a chisel, what would you think? Mr. Canis is the killer? And there you have it. That was the trap the warden set for us.
Oh, Mr. Canis has a bunch of chisels, so she wanted us to think it was one of his, right?
Indeed. That was her plan right from the start. To frame Bodhidharma Canis. Bodhidharma.
Your reasoning would appear to be sound. Warden Lagarde certainly seems to harbor a deep and abiding hatred for Mr. Keynes. However, I think you know what I'm going to say next. That alone is not sufficient proof that Warden Lagarde is the killer.
I knew that wouldn't be enough. There's only one thing that would prove it. The real murder weapon that we now know must exist.
If you cannot prove your theory, then this conversation ends.
Objection!
If we could just find the real murder weapon.
Objection!
How many times do we have to go over this? We searched the prison from top to bottom.
Eustace is quite correct. No other possible murder weapon has been found, so I'm afraid you are at a bit of an impasse.
Objection!
I can still prove my case yet, Your Honor, because it's still here inside this prison. This would have made sure of that. Security gate. I'm glad at least you remembered what it is. Do you remember what it does? Of course I do! I'm not an idiot! The security gate detects metal! Which means you can't bring anything metal into the prison or take it out! Oh! Precisely. If there is another murder weapon, it cannot have been taken off the premises.
But nor can it have been brought into the prison in the first place. And so we find ourselves right back where we began.
Baskerville.
I am trying to tell you, Mr. White, that if you wish me to believe that there is another murder here in the prison, you'll have to explain to me how it got there.
Alright. We know that the chisel was smuggled into the prison inside a pocket chest set. By our contention is that the chisel is not the real murder weapon. So if the weapon came from outside the facility, then there must have been a way to bring it in.
Yes. The question of the hour is this. Can you show me this alternate route?
How did the weapon Warden Lagarde used get into the prison? You borrowed evidence from the police to help with your investigation, is that correct?
Why, yes, Luigi. Everything related to Canis is with me now. Heaven knows how many times I've called this secret scout into my office to talk to me.
Of course. That's how. The fact that this is here with us shows how a bladed object could have been brought into the facility as well.
The bell!
Oh, God! Allow me to remind you of our conversation with Mr. Canis yesterday. Yes, it was but one of my bells. Only one of only two in existence.
Just two?
Two and only two. One for my knife, and one for my beloved Helmut. Exquisitely crafted, utterly unique. My ears are my guide, after all. I must be able to use my tools precisely. Of course, as you said, the knives has long since been taken from me. So you see, there was a way for objects to be brought into the prison unscrutinized, as part of the evidence Warden Lagarde borrowed from the police. What? Mr. Canis' knife was part of the evidence in the case against him, and that evidence was here in the prison. Not only that, but the knife had a certain bell attached to it.
The bell that was attached to the chisel.
Correct. The killer took the bell from the knife and attached it to the chisel.
But that can't be right. The chisel only had Mr. Knight's fingerprints on it.
Easy enough to explain that the killer wore gloves. She made it look like if the chisel was the murder weapon, and then attached a bell to it. In so doing, she made sure that all the evidence pointed to Mr. Canis. And who had access to the evidence from which the bell was taken? Why? Only the person to whom it had been entrusted.
Who was it, sir? Who's been messing with the evidence? I believe that would be you. Isn't that correct, Warden Lagarde? But the bells aren't exactly rare, you know. Anybody could have set that up.
Objection!
And luckily for you, that isn't quite true. These particular bells are unique because there are only two of them in existence.
What?
By attaching that bell to the chisel, you as good as declared yourself as the killer.
But you don't have any proof that the knife was ever here to begin with.
Hold it!
I don't. Not yet, anyway. Mr. Winner, I'd like you to order another search of the prison right away. Huh? But if you do find something, that's gonna make things awkward for me. This isn't about what's convenient for you. We have to find the truth. You're a prosecutor, aren't you? Yeah, but you know, just what's excuse for a prosecutor? If I had investigative authority, I wouldn't be sitting on it. Anyhow, it's not my decision to make. The warden would have to authorize it. You know full well that she would do no such thing. You have the power to insist on a search. Use it!
Sorry, darling, but not without that evidence. The goddess of justice cannot bestow her blessings on those who lack the proof to support the claim. Our work here is done. Thus this matter will have to be settled in the courtroom.
No! If we give Lagarde the opportunity, she'll destroy whatever evidence is left. I have to object. I have to stop them. What do I say? I don't have anything concrete to offer. What am I thinking? I'm never this reckless. No, I can't back down now. I've got to put everything on the line. I'm not a prosecutor right now. I'm an associate attorney with a client to defend. Only I can save Mr. Saint.
Giggity.
And that means, even if my chances are 1,000,000 to 1, it's still worth a shot. It's now or never. Should I object?
Object. No, I don't object.
I know. I suppose this must be how a certain serial bluffer always feels. Regardless, I keep on thinking about him. I cannot walk away.
Objection!
Wait, Your Honor!
This had better be good, Mr. Edgeworth.
I've got it.
Got what exactly?
Milk. The real murder weapon, of course. I know where Mr. Cadis's knife is.
Do you really, Mr. Edgeworth?
I do. Not at all.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say that you were bluffing.
You warned me, Your Honor. I don't know the meaning of the word. This is terrible for my heart.
There's no way you could. It's not here. I tell you. Well, would you be so kind as to enlighten us where the real murder weapon?
Think, Miles. Think. Somewhere not even the police would search.
My asshole.
My asshole. So that's what she was doing when she was close to me.
Oh no, 7 people were checking.
A blind spot in the zoo. A hiding place that the warden could be absolutely sure of. A hiding place. No. If you insist. Come on, Helmut. Open up. Did you use the same trick? No, that's ridiculous. Isn't it? But the more I think about it, how many foolproof ways to evade detection could there be?
Mr. Edgeworth, how long do you intend to keep us waiting?
There's the faintest possibility I'm right, but if I'm wrong, we stand to lose everything. Your Honor, this is where the real murder weapon is hidden.
The yard!
Ah! Please! She's doing everything she can to avoid it.
Here. In the yard?
Indeed. Oh, the play's on! Okay. Indeed.
I don't believe I understand. Would you care to explain a little more?
Where exactly is the real murder weapon hidden?
Whee! Get over here, Allie, you bitch!
Take that!
Of course. That's what it must have been.
Huh?
What's the matter, Detective?
It's the metal detector, sir. It's, reacting to the alligator. What? How?
I have to read these lines quickly, though. The metal detector was reacting to something inside her, after all. Your Honor, I'd like to remind you of this piece of evidence.
The chisel?
Didn't we just figure out that isn't the murder weapon? You might recall that Mr. Canis hid the chisel in his dog's mouth. Would you believe that the real murder weapon was hidden in much the same way? That's right. The murder weapon is hidden inside the alligator in that pond over there!
What?
No way! We detected the presence of a metallic object during our earlier investigation. Jusqueville, we need to know what's inside that alligator.
Understood. And we will need to summon a veteran.
I'm sure I could get the little sweetie to open up for us. I'd be happy to give it a try.
Please, by all means.
Open! Open!
Put in the guard! The real murder weapon is about to be revealed. Why not do the right thing and confess?
I have nothing to confess.
As you wish. You can simply wait and watch as your lies are exposed.
Sir, we got it. This has to be it.
It's over, Fifi Lagarde. The real murder weapon was Bodhihama Canis' knife, making you the only person who could have killed Bronco Knight!
I'm not alone here. This is all Canis is doing. I did the right thing. Knight was a threat. He was Canis' lapdog. Curse that despicable man, Canis. Why did he have to come and ruin my perfect little home? We could have been happy forever. It wasn't for him. He ruined my paradise on earth. He ruined everything! Curse him! Curse that pitless butcher! Curse him! Almost.
Almost, you almost got it. I know it's hard.
I started to run out of breath when I was trying to amp it up.
Nice. So every time you did it should have been
No, because only one of them was going
Oh, okay.
If they all open it.
Yeah.
Prosecutor, Thriller, sir. Test results have just come back.
Thriller? I guess we've all been under a lot of stress.
Traces of Bronco Knight's blood were found on Mr. Canis' knot. It's just like you said, sir. Congratulations on a stunning victory.
Thank you, officer. Excellent work. You can continue complimenting me if you like.
Yes, sir. The winner wins again. I think I'm welling up a little.
With rage.
With sadness. Excellent work, Eustace. Just a few loose ends to tie up and we're done.
Huh? What are you talking about? I just solved the case, didn't I?
No.
We have yet to confirm whether or not Knight really was working for Mr. Canis. It will be vital to know if Warden Lagarde was simply jumping to conclusions on that front. Huh? Huh? There's Clueless and then there's you. Well, then I guess we better get back to our investigation. Alright! Officer, you're with me. You're about to see the winner win a whole lot more. Prepare to witness first-rate investigative talent in action.
Yes, sir. I'm right with you, sir. Can't wait to watch you.
It's winning time!
It's Morbin time. I expect this case will cause quite a stir.
Hmm?
The attempted murder of the president is news enough. And now his would-be assassin has been...
But Knight never sought to kill the president in the first place.
The truth is not always as it seems to be. In the eyes of both society and the law. How can you even say that? You do not have to believe me. The prosecutor, Mr. Edward, is obliged to accept that this is the reality of the world.
Being a prosecutor is about more than proving people guilty. That's what I believe.
We are all free to believe as we choose. But the law is not to be toyed with for our own personal goals. If you refuse to accept this, then you must prepare to suffer the consequences. What does that even mean? Wait, you're not gonna take it. I'm afraid I must be going. Farewell, Mr. Edward. Ta-ta.
Judge Gambit is right. There must be only one set of laws for everyone. But if following the law means sacrificing the truth, can I really do that in good conscience? I killed another guy!
Simeon, you're out.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah. Hi, Regina.
Is everything alright? We did let you out, right?
Is he gonna have Star Eyes? Damn it.
Yeah? But I'm so confused about what's going on. Some guys just came in and said I was free to go. And that I have Mr. Edgeworth to thank.
You sure do. Mr. Edgeworth found out who the real killer is.
Wow. Really? You did that for me, Mr. Edgeworth? No, stop staring at me like that! I'm innocent, I swear! Don't pull the rug out from under me now!
Stop it, silly. It's true. He saved you. So say thanks already.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Thank you.
And a great big Regina Berry thank you from me too.
He runs down the holding cell's hole instead. That's not the way out.
Yeah. There's a saint thanking directly to me. All victories, I suppose. Can I just ask one question, Mr. Attorney? Sure. I'm not actually an attorney, though. I thought Alka was my friend. No, my best friend. I trusted him, but now...
But now...
Well, it's just... I never knew. I never would have believed that he could hate somebody enough to want to kill them. If he kept something like that from me, he really never really trusted me, did he?
That's not true, Simeon. Of course he trusted you.
No, he didn't. If he had just told me, I could have stopped him. I could have told him that hate never helps, that he had to let go of all that stuff. Mr. Saint, I think you're forgetting something. I should show him the thing that proves Knights trusted him. Floppy weed.
Next, unless it's the chess set.
Take that!
It's the chest that I brought for him. Knight had hidden a chisel inside. I imagine he meant to use it to escape. What? You mean he was accusing me? No. He believed in you. He knew he could count on you to bring it, and that he would never be so untrusting as to look inside. I imagine that by not telling you, he was hoping he would keep you from getting caught up in his mess. Oh. Oh, God! Why didn't you tell me?
At least you understand now, right, Simeon?
I'm sure he does. He might not show it. Simeon's no dummy. A good night's sleep and he'll be completely over this whole thing by tomorrow.
That's couple good whacks on the face.
Not as complimentary as you think it is. I'll try. I have to. For Bronco, I have to show him that I can become the best animal tamer out there. That's the spirit. Oh, I almost forgot.
We're doing a new show soon. So I'd love it if you could come, Mr. Edgeworth.
Ah! Who's that?
I'll be joining Regina on stage for this one. That's right. The Very Big Circus is the biggest, most fabulous event in town. You'll have oodles of fun.
I was framed!
Yeah. Yes, I actually did kill him.
Sounds great, doesn't it, Mr. Edgeworth? Come on, we have to go!
I'll think about it.
No, you won't. We're going.
All right, Simeon. We have some training. We got some training to do. I think it's time you and Regent got acquainted.
Don't make me misery you.
Regent, did I get... No way, I can't... No.
Oh, you'll be fine, silly. You'll never meet a nicer kitty cat.
I can't.
Please.
Please, Regina, anything but that. Please.
Another satisfied customer. And I didn't get paid!
Yeah.
Well, that was really something. Smiles. Talk about pulling it out of the bag.
I couldn't have done it without you, Fender. Without your timely intervention, she would have gone in the way. Besides, I have you to thank for even being able to investigate the case in the first place.
Oh, stop it. Pat me on the back any harder and you're gonna make me blush. Or topple over.
I suppose it would be asking too much for you.
I've got very weak knees.
I suppose it would be asking too much for you to take this seriously.
Seriously? Miles, my friend, I'm always serious. Why so serious? Anyway, how does it feel to save an innocent client? That's what it means to be an attorney, after all.
To be an attorney.
Gotta say, I had a blast. Reminded me of the good old days. Like Gregory was standing right beside me. Just wearing a shitty wrap.
True!
It's been like a zillion years since I felt this warm and fuzzy on the job.
That's good. Bittersweet. I'm not sure.
Say, Miles, you ever thought about going into the defense game full time? You ever thought about having your own defense game?
Excuse me?
You know, pick up where Gregory left off. Get out there and actually help people. Hey, pal, don't get any big ideas. Mr. Edgeworth ain't about to switch sides. Why not? Coming over to the light side's all the rage. Yeah, hit the music. Everybody's doing it. Come on, Mr. Fender. You know it's not about that. Chill, team, chill! Don't get it twisted. I was just asking a perfectly innocent question. No, you weren't. The heck you were! Looks like you've got a mean defense team there yourself, Miles.
Fender, I am a prosecutor.
Yep, and I'm an attorney. You could be one too. I'm serious. Well, I've said my piece. You change your mind. You know who to call. Ghostbusters. I'll be waiting. He just evaporates.
What?
He wasn't there the entire
It
time.
was all in my vision. Follow my father's footsteps.
Your life, your choice.
Could I really do such a thing?
I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my dad.
Son.
Attorney. Like my father.
Son, where am I?
Me?
How did I get here? What's happening?
And that's the end of the Captain Turnabout. What do you think about the Captain Turnabout, also known as the
That's
Imperial
the end of the
Turnabout?
game. It's the end of the game, right?
Oh, that's it.
No more.
Miles had a stroke. What do you think about the Captain Turnabout?
Good.
Good. So like better than the first case.
Okay.
Okay.
Bad.
Like a what's the meter? Okay.
So you get good.
Okay, got it. Good enough. All right. I will say that the imprisoned turnabout, the captain turnabout, it's the worst case in this game. Yeah. So we're gonna go to turnabout Legacy! In?
Oh, sounds like Francisco's coming back.
Legacy!
The next episode.
Thank you for watching this episode of Miles into the Investigation Make Collection Credible, which is.
Every day.
Bye-bye.